Hello and welcome, my dear students. We had started with practice at 3.2 in the previous class. We had learned 3 tests of congruence along with hypotenuse side test. And we had solved these sums, the first set of sums. Now let's move on to the second sum. Now let's see the second question. Observe the information shown in pair of triangles given below. State the test by which the two triangles are congruent. Write the remaining congruent parts of the triangles. Okay, so here you can see two triangles given and some parts are marked. Same way, two triangles are given, some parts are marked. Let us find out by which test the triangles are congruent, and we will find out the remaining congruent parts of the triangle. So this figure I'll draw in my book and we will solve it. So see the figure. The name of the triangles are triangle ABC. I'll just zoom it for you. ABC. Now as you name the first triangle, same way you should take the second triangle. ABC, that is this way, circle marked angle to double marked side. Same way you should name the second. Circle marked angle to double marked side. So ABC and triangle PQR. Now here they have already given the name, so our work is easy. So we have to just complete the box. In triangle ABC and PQR, as you can see, angle ABC congruent to angle PQR. Both have the same identical marks. So these two angles are congruent. Similarly, side BC congruent to side QR. See, two identical marks. See here. So these two sides are congruent. Angle ACB, this angle. Angle mark and a cross mark. Same way, angle mark and cross mark. That means these two angles are congruent. Angle ACB and angle PRQ. These all are given. We just have to guess the name of the test. What is the name of the test here? ASA test. Angle side angle test. So what will you write in the first box? ASA test. So that is done. Now we have to guess the names of the remaining congruent angle and side. We all know a triangle has 3 angles and 3 sides. Out of that, if the name of the test is ASA, so please see here, if the name of the test is ASA, that means we have already taken 2 angles. Now only 1 angle is remaining and 1 side is taken. So 2 sides are remaining. So which are the remaining ones now? 2 angles taken, no? So this angle and this angle is taken. Which is the third angle? This one. So the name of the angle is angle BAC congruent to angle QPR. So what will come here? Angle BAC congruent to angle QPR. Reason: corresponding angles of congruent triangles. Corresponding angles of congruent triangles. Now these two triangles already became congruent by ASA test. So which is the angle remaining? That angle will be congruent to the remaining angle of the second triangle. So corresponding angles of congruent triangle. In short form you write it as CACT. You can write this way in the exam. If it is corresponding angle CACT, if we are talking about sides, you will name it as CSCT. Now see, in these two triangles, already side BC congruent to QR is given. Now which side will be congruent to the second triangle side? Which sides are remaining? Side AB congruent to side PQ. Similarly, side AC congruent to side PR. So that way you can complete these two boxes. Segment AB congruent to segment PQ, segment AC congruent to segment PR. Okay? Now we move on to the second question. Now see the second question. From the information shown in the figure, in triangle PTQ, how they have named the first triangle? PTQ is double marked side to single marked side. So same way you should name this triangle. Don't name it as TRS. Wrong. PTQ is from double marked side to single marked. So where is double marked side? This side. So second triangle you will name it as STR. Double marked side to single mark. This is very important part that you should remember in geometry while naming the triangles. Those who don't know geometry, they will call the triangles by any name. That is PTQ, first triangle. Second triangle, they may call it as TRS. But you people should not do that. The way you take the first triangle, in the same order you have to take the second triangle. If it is PTQ, second triangle will be STR, double marked to single marked. Okay, children? Now, what all things are marked congruent? We don't need this information. From the figure itself, we can make out. PT, segment PT is congruent to segment TS. Both are same way shown, no? Identical marks. Then segment QT congruent to segment TR. Single identical marks they have given. So these two are given. Then vertically opposite angles. No need for them to mark it. We can guess it. Every vertically opposite angles are congruent. Vertically opposite angle. Remember. So PTQ angle and STR angle. See, congruent. Vertically opposite angles. Now let us guess the name of the test. Take the first triangle. This is S, side, angle, side. So both the triangles are congruent by SAS test. So in the first box you will write SAS test. Now which are the remaining angles and sides which are congruent? In SAS only one angle is taken. So which are the remaining angles? If you have written the name of the triangle correctly, from the name itself you can guess. See, TPQ, angle TPQ is congruent to, how they have taken TPQ? TPQ. TPQ. So same way you take TSR. TPQ angle congruent to angle TSR. Okay. Corresponding angles of congruent triangles. The third angle congruent are TRS is given. TRS is here. TRS. So now you look at the second triangle. TRS. Same way you name. From the first triangle you get the name of the angle. If it is TRS, so it should be TQP. So angle TQP congruent to angle TRS. CACT. And the third side which is remaining is segment PQ congruent to segment RS. Hope you understood. So complete the box this way. Very easy sums. Okay. After these two sums, now we come on to the third question. From the information shown in the figure, state the test assuring congruence of triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Write the remaining congruent parts of the triangle. So they have already told that triangles are congruent. Just we have to write the name of the test and the remaining congruent parts of the triangle. So what I will do is, all these sums I will copy the figure in the book and I will explain. Okay. So let's start. So now let's start the third sum. Now two triangles are given. Triangle ABC and triangle PQR. So how we will name the triangles? Suppose we are naming it as ABC. Then we are going from 90 degree to single marked to double marked. Okay. So same way, this is the 90 degree. So how did we go here? 90 degree, single mark, double mark. Same way, 90 degrees here, single mark, double mark. So name of this triangle will be QPR. So write down, in triangle ABC and triangle QPR. ABC is 90 degree, single mark, double mark. Same way, 90 degree, single mark, double mark. So QPR, correct. So in these two triangle, what all things we know? Angle A congruent to angle Q. Each 90 degree. Both are 90 degree. So both are congruent. Each 90 degree. Then side AB congruent to side PQ. we will write side AB congruent to side PQ. Given side CB congruent to side PR. Side CB or BC you can write congruent to side PR or RP you can write. Given. Okay, all these are given. Now by which test both the triangles are congruent? 90 degrees. So first chance always hypotenuse side test. Yes, 90 degrees given. Hypotenuse of one side is marked congruent. Other side is also there. So this triangles are congruent by hypotenuse side test. So therefore, triangle ABC congruent to triangle QPR, remember, by hypotenuse side test. Hypotenuse side test. 1 mark you will get for writing the name of the test correctly. Now we don't need both the triangles to write the remaining congruent parts. So the remaining congruent parts. Now here as you can see in the first figure, 2 sides already taken. No? One side is only remaining. So let us write. Therefore, side AC. I told you no need to look at the other figure. Just to see the name of the triangles. So name of the triangle should be written correctly. So if it is AC, first and third, no? So what will be the name of the next part of the second triangle? AC will be congruent to QR. AC is first and third. Similarly, first and third, that is QR. So AC, side AC will be congruent to correct QR. Side AC congruent to side QR. Reason, as I told you, corresponding sides of congruent triangle CSCT. So therefore side AC congruent to side QR CSCT. So out of three sides, all three sides are taken now. Now one angle we had taken, now two angles are remaining. One angle we had taken, this angle, two angles are remaining. Okay, so that means A came in the center. Now we should write B, angle B. If you are writing it in 3-letter name, then you will write it as angle ABC, ABC congruent to QPR, same way. So next you will write angle ABC congruent to angle QPR. This is CACT, corresponding angles of congruent triangles. Okay, so we got 1, remaining congruent parts are 1, 2, 3, third one. That is one more angle. Okay, so the next angle will be ACB, ACB. So first, third and second. ACB, so this will be QRP. Angle ACB congruent to angle QRP. This is also CACT. Okay, so we have named the test and the remaining congruent parts. Similarly, the next sum, in triangle LMN and triangle LMN. How you took LMN? Single marked to nothing marked. MN is not marked, no, single marked to nothing marked. In triangle LMN and next triangle will be single marked, that is PNM, single marked to nothing marked. So these are the names. In triangle LMN and PNM, what all things are given congruent? Let us write. It is given LM is equal to PN, LM is congruent to PN, and LN is congruent to PM. This whole side and this whole sides are congruent. Okay, so in triangle LMN and triangle PNM, I'll write it once again. LM congruent to PN. Then you can write side also. Here I did not write side. Side or segment. Anyway, side LN congruent to side. No need to look at the figure. Names you have written correctly, it will fall into place. LN congruent to PM. Correct. PM. All this is given. You can also see that this side MN is common for both the triangles. In triangle LMN and triangle PNM, MN is common part. In both these triangles, this part is coming common. So we will write side MN congruent to side MN common side. Common side. So therefore, triangle LMN congruent to triangle PNM by which test? SSS. By SSS test of congruence. Okay? Now we have to write the remaining congruent parts. If it is SSS test, all three sides are taken. No? Now what is remaining? Three angles. So write down all the three angles one by one. You don't have to look at the figure, just look at the triangle's name and start. Let us first write angle LMN congruent to angle PNM as it is written. So first congruent angles are LMN congruent to angle PNM. Next, angle LMN we took, no? Now let us take LNM. First, third, second. Angle LNM, same way. Take the next triangle's angle, similar way. LNM, no? So, PMN. Congruent to angle PMN. Okay? So, M came in the center, N came in the center. Now, L should come in the center. So, I will name it as MLN, second, first, third. Second, first, third. Okay? So, angle MLN congruent to angle NPM. NPM. So, by looking at the names of the triangles, this you should write correctly. Only then you will get the angles or the sides in the correct form. So, all the letters came in the center. So, these are the remaining congruent angles. Okay, children? Take screenshot and complete. Let's move on to the next sum. Fifth sum. This is the figure given. Segment AB congruent to segment CB. Segment AD congruent to segment CD. These all are given. So, given, write it as given. To prove triangle ABD congruent to triangle CBD. Triangle ABD congruent to CBD. Okay. So, let's start. In triangle ABD and triangle CBD. Now, you don't need my help to do this. Remaining steps I'll dictate. You have to complete it. As you can see, in triangle ABD and triangle CBD, you will write segment AB congruent to segment CB. Segment AD congruent to segment CD, given. Now, which is the third thing that you want? You want three things, no? To prove two triangles congruent. So, two you got. What is the third one? This one, that is side BD. Side BD congruent to side BD. Reason, common side. Therefore, triangle ABD congruent to triangle CBD by which test? SSS test. By SSS test of congruence. Okay, to write the steps, 3 steps here, sides which are already given and one common side. Simple. Let's take the last sum. This is the last sum. Figure given is this way and the given information is angle P congruent to angle R. So, I will mark it here. Angle P, this way I'll mark, congruent to angle R. Same identical marks. Then segment PQ congruent to segment RQ. Segment PQ, this whole thing is congruent to segment RQ. Prove that triangle PQT congruent to triangle RQS. Triangle PQT, see, now I have marked, no, so it is easy for me to write the name of the triangle. So I'll write, in triangle PQT and triangle, same way. Now frame the name in your mind and check whether I am taking the same name. PQT is marked, double marked angle to nothing marked. No? So same way, double marked to nothing marked. The next triangle's name will be RQS. RQS. PQT, RQS. We have to prove these two triangles are congruent. So in triangle PQT and triangle RQS, let us write the angles which are congruent. Angle P, one letter name is given, congruent to angle R. Given. Okay. Then one more information we have. PQ is congruent to RQ. That is PQ. In the name PQ is coming. PQ is congruent to RQ. See, it is coming correctly. Side or segment PQ congruent to side or segment RQ. Given. This is also given. Now we need one more thing to prove the triangles congruent. As you can see, in triangle PQT and RQT, this angle is common. In PQT also you have angle PQT, this part. In RQS also you have angle Q common. Okay, so we will write angle PQT congruent to angle RQS. RQS. Reason, common angle. Common angle. So therefore, by which test both the triangles are congruent? By which test? The triangles are congruent by, just check, A, then this side was congruent, AS. This is the common angle, ASA test. Therefore, triangle PQT congruent to triangle RQS by ASA test of congruence. Only the test is asked, not the remaining congruent parts. Remaining congruent parts are not asked in the question. Okay, so this way we have completed the practice set. I hope you all understood. If you understood, please share this lesson with your friends also and subscribe to my channel so that whenever I put any educational videos, you will get the notification. Thank you, students.